Welcome as we celebrate Klamath County School District's 12th Annual Crystal Apple Awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to tonight's Crystal Apple Awards. A friendly reminder to please silence all cell phones and to refrain from flash photography for tonight's performance. For those able, please rise and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem. Tonight's color guard is presented by the Henley High School Air Force JROTC. The national anthem will be sung by Ayla Bradley.
Guard, halt, right, chase, present, on.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars to the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
My name is Katie Garvin, and I am the Director of Bands at Henley High School, as well as the KCSD Music Coordinator. It is my pleasure to serve as Master of Ceremonies tonight as we honor 8 exceptional educators within KCSD. I would like to thank High Street Insurance and Financial Services for sponsoring tonight's awards. Nicholas Fair, the branch principal, was kind enough to share some information with me. The history of the sponsorship started with a lady named Toni McMillan. She had a wonderful relationship with the schools and helped many teachers with their 403B retirement plans. High Street Insurance has continued her legacy of support for the last 8 years. Quote, all of us at High Street Insurance and Financial Services can look back on our education and point to specific teachers that had a profound impact on who we are, how we act, and what we now do for others in our chosen career path. We are humbled by the selfless character of our educators in Klamath County and proudly participate in this opportunity to honor them, end quote. Winners, after receiving your Crystal Apple and saying your thank yous, please go to stage left for a gift basket from High Street Insurance. Thank you all for supporting these wonderful educators as we honor them with a Crystal Apple tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, students and staff, welcome to the 2024 Crystal Apple Ceremony. I'd like to begin by introducing the board members. Brooke Cleaver, would you please stand up, wave? Jill O'Donnell, Mark Staunton, Steve Lowell, and John Rademacher. I'd like to thank Katie Garvin for organizing and emceeing this year's production. I would also like to recognize Chris Benjamin, Dan Crenshaw, Leanne Azevedo, Ron Matchett, who helped put this together, and the student performers for all the work that they did to get ready for tonight's show. Today we gather to celebrate the incredible people who have donated themselves to shaping the minds of our future leaders. These teachers and support staff embody dedication, innovation, and compassion, going above and beyond to inspire and empower our students. Whether it's the classroom, the kitchen, or the bus, every person in the school district has an opportunity to impact students' lives. The individuals we honor tonight have left an indelible mark on countless lives. They ignite curiosity, instill knowledge, and foster a love for learning that lasts a lifetime. Behind every successful student stands a teacher or inspirational adult who believed in their potential and nurtured their talents. It truly does take a village to raise successful children. Congratulations to each of you on this well-deserved recognition. Thank you for joining us for this celebration, for celebrating these extraordinary individuals. I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you.
This year's elementary Crystal Choir consists of students from Bonanza, Ferguson, Henley, Keno, Malin, Merrill, Peterson, Shasta, and Stearns. They are joined by the Mazama a cappella choir and Piano Dan Crenshaw. Henley High School Director of Choirs, Chris Benjamin, has worked with these kiddos since spring break, and their growth has been incredible. Thank you for supporting this, and we look forward to continuing the tradition.
In the time before time, all was silent. Hushed tones, soft rains, still waters, sounds muted. Then we arrived. We brought the pound of the thunder. We brought the pound of the wave. We exploded the mountaintop. We crushed the ground under the feet of beasts. You hear a blast? We are there. You hear a howl? We are there. You hear a rumble and a roar? We are there. We are the bringers of noise.
After nearly 25 years of teaching elementary students, Stephanie DeVault believes a young child's success in school boils down to one skill: being able to read fluently. DeVault, a 2024 Klamath County School District Crystal Apple Award winner, is Ferguson Elementary School's reading interventionist. She spends her days working to ensure every student who is struggling with reading gets the specific skill-based strategic help they need to unlock the written word. In small instruction groups, she keys in on concepts they don't yet understand.
So the first way that we're going to spell the E sound is E-E. That one's pretty straightforward. It comes in the middle of words like need and feet.
Ferguson principal Jana Dunley says Stephanie teaches students who are struggling the most and helps build their confidence. She cares for them, holds them accountable, supports them, and helps them feel successful, often for the first time. DeVault's job includes training other teachers in reading intervention, utilizing a new district science and research-backed reading curriculum. She reviews reading data for all grade levels, creates intervention groups, gathers materials, researches best practices, and keeps school staff focused on student growth. After graduating from Eastern Oregon University, DeVault moved to rural Alaska and spent most of her teaching career in small schools north of the Arctic Circle. She met her husband, also an educator, in Alaska. After her husband retired, they returned to Oregon, where DeVault grew up, searching for a small community where she could continue teaching. DeVault teaches reading using structured phonics and decoding and encoding words. Students also work on reading fluency. Stephanie says, "When I came on board, reading was already a big push at Ferguson, and that was exciting to be a part of. Now, we are taking it to the next level with a different curriculum and a different way to teach kids. And it seems to have made a huge impact on a lot of students." Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Stephanie DeVault.
Good evening. I'm Stephanie. I'm a child of God, and I'm wife to Ty, and I'm mom to James, Luke, and Kiska, and obviously an intervention teacher. And I would love to spend the whole evening talking your ear off about the first three things on those lists, about how I've given God at least 8 billion reasons to stop loving me, and he hasn't. About how Ty has put up with me for going on 22 years, and he still makes me breakfast and packs my lunch every single day. And I would love to tell you about my 3 kids and regale you with stories all night long about how wonderfully helpful and kind and generous they are all becoming. But we don't have all night, so I'll get to the brass tacks, the job that I do at Ferguson. What you saw up on the screen was focused primarily on what I do, and that's teach small groups of kids how to read. But what you don't see is all the work that goes behind it and all of the people that help me do it. The first thing that we have to do out of the gates at Ferguson is test every single kid and their ability to read. And right out of the gates, the first week of school, I enlist the help of 2 other teachers and an army of paraprofessionals to get that done. After we have all that testing done and we know what kids need, I get together with each grade level of teacher, and the meetings that we have to try and figure out where to place kids and how to best help them are astounding. I once had a principal lean over to the vice principal and say, "I wish parents could see this, and I really wish all of you could, because the discussions that happen aren't just, well, Johnny doesn't know his long vowel sounds, so we better put him in a long vowel group." They're conversations like, "Boy, Johnny's been really having a hard time at home lately, and he's really struggling in my class, and I feel like if we push him, it's really gonna overwhelm him, so let's keep him in a group where he's comfortable." On the flip side, "Johnny's been rocking it lately in my class, and I really feel like he needs to be pushed. If we bump him up a group, I think he's gonna rise to the occasion, and we're gonna really see some growth." Those are the kind of conversations and the dedication. It's almost like watching a group of doctors and interns standing around a patient's bed in the morning on rounds and discussing the best way to treat them. That's the part that is easy. Then we have to actually instruct the kids, and for that we enlist another group of teachers and paraprofessionals even. We hand them a curriculum and we train them, and they all give us these really big eyes, and they're like, "We can't do that." And you know what? They can, and they're amazing at it. In fact, I had one paraprofessional text me a picture over spring break. Her daughter was helping her put together reading packets. That was a paraprofessional who was supposed to be on vacation. That's the caliber of people that I work with at Ferguson. On top of that, we have the administrators who make sure that we have the army of people that are needed to successfully teach kids to read. We have the secretaries who email me and keep me in the loop whenever we have a new student he needs to be tested, all the way to our amazing custodian Brandy, who makes sure that teachers are happy and bends over backwards to keep everything in the building looking top shape. So it is because of those people that I'm here to say thank you and accept this award tonight.
The Henley Cafeteria, dubbed the Honeybee Servery, is a welcoming place for students and staff. Henley Elementary School cook manager Lori Goff is described by her Crystal Apple Award nominators as someone who is a consummate team player that never turns down an opportunity to be helpful, and also that she ensures students eat well and are nourished for a day of learning. Goff was born and raised in Zillah, a small town in Washington. She moved to Klamath Falls and was married in 2004. Goff took a job as an assistant cook at Shasta Elementary School, where she also volunteered for the Parent Booster Club and various school activities. She worked at Shasta for about 10 years before moving into a cook manager position at Henley Elementary School. She has headed up the school kitchen and cafeteria there for the past 3 years. Her days start early. She's in the kitchen by 5 a.m. prepping for breakfast. The team then moves on to lunch and the garden cart. Daily, they serve on average 200 breakfasts and 400 lunches to students. Lori says, "My goal every day is to make good and healthy food that the kids will enjoy. I'm inspired by being the best cook manager I can be and coming up with fun and creative ideas to improve and make our cafeteria a happy and positive environment." She also works with Henley High leadership, advocating for members of high school clubs and sports teams to eat lunch and visit with the elementary students as informal mentors. Henley Elementary Principal Jen Witt says Lori is the sunshine in our cafeteria. She is always smiling and working to make students' days brighter. She's constantly thinking of ways to make meals as fresh as possible, from homemade breads and soups to fry sauces and a variety of toppings, so students have nourishing and tasty food. One of her biggest challenges is to figure out ways to encourage young students to try new foods. Goff says, "I absolutely love it. I have such an awesome and hardworking team. We have such a great time, and I enjoy going to work every day. I'm truly honored and blessed to be recognized for a job that I love to do." Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Lori Goff.
Oh man, this is scary. First off, I would like to say congratulations to all the Crystal Apple winners, and thank you to everyone that came out tonight. Whew. Thank you to those who had nominated me for the Crystal Apple Award. I am truly blessed to receive such an honorable award for a job that I love to do every day. Thank you to my family and friends for your constant love and support. You all mean the world to me. Thank you to our awesome principals behind me for providing us with such an amazing school to work at. Thank you to my awesome lunch lady squads. Think you guys are here. You ladies make going to work every day so much fun. I couldn't do all that I do without your hard work and dedication to our school and to our students. Whew. That is why we make such a great team and why this award belongs to all of you as well. To Jen Detweiler, wherever you're at. Marco, there she is. I cannot express how grateful I am to you for pushing me out of my comfort zone and giving me the confidence to do a job that I didn't think I could ever do. But you believed and trusted in me that I could be a cook manager and do the job well. Thank you. That's it.
Two students in Jessica Gould's resource study room compared notes last week, the day before teachers determined their quarter grades. Both were proud of their accomplishments, ending the quarter with GPAs of 3.8 and 3.9. Gould, a resource paraprofessional at Chiloquin Junior Senior High School, works with students who have independent education plans. She focuses on fluency and comprehension and works with individual students to bridge any gaps in understanding. Jason Heskett, Chiloquin's resource teacher who works directly with Gould, says she's amazing and has a really good understanding of where kids come from. She's really good with following through with kids. Jessica Gould, a 2013 graduate of Chiloquin, started working as a paraprofessional in 2018 at Chiloquin Elementary. She moved to her position as a resource paraprofessional at the high school the following year. Outside of work, Gould attends Klamath Community College online, studying towards a degree in business administration and management. She made the president's list last term. Gould was nominated for the district award by several parents and community members. Leandra Miller, a Chiloquin parent, says she's someone that the kids can trust, and she helps them when they're having a hard time getting their grades up. She's always there to stay late and help them finish homework and assignments that they may be struggling with. Jessica says being able to see students grow, figuring out what kind of future they want, and being able to help them achieve their goals is such a cherished experience for me. A phrase she lives by is, "Be the person you needed when you were young." Will you please welcome to the stage and congratulate Jessica Gould.
Good evening, everyone. Can you believe I just passed a public speaking class? I want to start by thanking everyone for being here, especially my friends and family, and I want to thank the community of Chiloquin and Klamath County School District for this honor. I want to thank my students the absolute most. They are always the first to say congratulations, and they're always the last to say I told you so, but they still say it. This has been a super challenging year, personally and professionally, and academically and relationship-wise, just overall. I've been dealing with all this stress and grief, and at one point I forgot my whys. Knowing your whys is so important when you work with young people who are putting their education in your hands every day. But it only took one student for me to remember my whys, and I'll never forget what she said. She said, "Miss Jessica, you are giving yourself wrinkles." And I said, excuse me? And she said, yeah, right there. So I've started taking life just one day at a time and encouraging my students to do the same. And I want to thank the administration and my kids 1,000 times, and all the other amazing staff that I have the honor of working with every day. Thank you, Darlene. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Valley. And I want to thank my mom.
Mrs. Leanne Azevedo has taken the Mazama High School Choir program to new heights in her brief time with us. It takes a large amount of bravery, patience, and compassion to sing, even more when students have to adjust to a new director and rebuild. We are so proud of them and know that Mrs. A will continue to foster wonderful music at Mazama High School. They are joined by piano accompanist Pam Wiersma, percussionists Jose Benuelos, Isabella Benuelos, and Melissa Millay. We welcome them to the stage and thank each and every student for continuing to believe in themselves and sing.
En silencio, en la oscuridad.
Elisa Huffman always knew she wanted to teach, and math is her favorite subject. She is among the best elementary math teachers in the district, and her students' scores prove it. Her fourth grade students this year are on track or exceeding standards. Amanda Donahoe, a parent and school counselor at Malin Elementary, nominated Huffman for the Crystal Apple Award, describing her as compassionate, considerate, authentic, and dedicated to what she does. She creates a classroom family atmosphere, and kids come out feeling like they belong. After graduating from Tule Lake High School in 1992, Huffman attended College of the Siskiyous, Simpson College, and Southern Oregon University, earning her teaching credential, a master's in education, and a Bachelor of Science with a concentration in accounting and a minor in economics. After graduation, she did substitute teaching in Tule Lake, and then she took a full-time job teaching at Malin Elementary. Over the years, she has taught various grades, worked as a teacher for Migrant Summer School, and coached junior high volleyball and basketball at Lost River for several years. She currently coaches YMCA volleyball, basketball, and softball for her daughter's teams, and is treasurer for the Malin Elementary PPA. She has even served as a member of the Malin City Council. Huffman says, "My dad always worked hard as a farmer and instilled in me a work ethic I continue to use today. Also, all the people that I have worked with inspire me. I learn new things every year."
Turn to page 479.
Please give your heartfelt thanks to Elisa Huffman.
Well, talking in front of adults kind of makes me nervous. So my husband tells me, well, imagine all the adults as children. And there are some special children that are out there, especially one that kind of belongs to me or belongs to me. I wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for my parents pushing me as a young child and helping me and supporting me in everything that I did. Later on, I got married, and Tim has kind of pushed me, and then we have Charlie. Malin has become my community. I grew up in Tule Lake, but Malin has a great town. I have some wonderful friends from Malin. The staff at Malin Elementary, I think, is one of the best, including our administrators, and they feel like family. I also want to thank my family, my friends, staff members that have come. Thank you guys very much for this award.
Whether she is teaching children to read or coaching new teachers, Stacy Johnson's goal is as profound as it is simple: helping others succeed. Jonathan McCormick was one of those children. McCormick, who currently works as a paraprofessional at Bonanza with a goal of becoming a teacher, was in Johnson's 5th grade class at Shasta Elementary in 2006. He says, "I was fortunate enough to be one of her students. She truly believes she can make a difference in the lives of her students." And she did. Stacy Johnson worked as an elementary teacher for 23 years, 7 years at Keno and 16 years at Shasta, before moving into a role 3 years ago as a mentor to new elementary teachers. In that role, she meets with first and second year teachers once every 2 weeks. Lydia Chamberlain is in her 2nd year of teaching 3rd grade at Shasta Elementary. As her mentor, Johnson has helped her immensely. Chamberlain says, "This year I've become more independent, but she's still been a huge help in further developing my skills." Now, Johnson also is the lead on the district's new English language arts curriculum, ensuring all elementary teachers have the resources they need to implement the strategies and lessons. Her newest role, mentoring new teachers, is something she loves. She works with Lori Ross, a mentor for new high school teachers, as well as a team of part-time mentors. Johnson says, "I love working with these new teachers. They're so dedicated, hardworking, and reflective." Johnson, who's been dubbed Fairy Godmother, sees mentoring as a way of giving back to a district that has invested in her career. Stacy says, "Part of my legacy is to be able to leave new teachers with the best parts of teaching." Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big congratulations to Stacy Johnson.
Good evening. I'm Stacy Johnson, elementary mentor teacher. I'm sorry I cannot be there. We are in Arlington honoring a fallen hero. Like the others here tonight and before me, I'm very humbled to receive this award. When I think of Klamath County School District, I feel very proud and fiercely loyal, but most of all, I feel grateful. First of all, I'm very grateful for the 3 superintendents, 8 principals, and vice principals who I've had the privilege to work with over the years. I'm especially grateful to the principal that didn't kick me to the curb when the classroom snake escaped on parent-teacher conference night. So thank you, Ron. Also, I'm grateful to the support staff, the secretaries, bus drivers, cooks, and custodians. We know who really runs the school. I'm grateful to the custodian who mopped up the throw up on the evening of the Christmas program in front of hundreds of parents. Thank you, Mike. Additionally, I'm extremely grateful to all the students that I've had the privilege of walking through my classroom, shaking their hand, encouraging them to feed their good wolves. They always gave 150%, whether they were singing and dancing in the musicals, figuring out how to add and subtract fractions, or those students at Keno Elementary who pushed me in a wheelchair for the first 2 weeks of school, the year that I ruptured my Achilles tendon playing tag with them on the first day. Especially a thanks to Jonathan McCormick, a student I had in 5th grade at Shasta years ago. On the day that the microwave blew up in the classroom, Jonathan and his mom went out and replaced it. Jonathan had the opportunity to do a senior project with my students. He taught everyone the Gettysburg Address. And to this day, Jonathan continues to remember me with cards and gifts and hugs. So thank you, Jonathan. Of course, I am very grateful to the parents I've had a chance to work with, especially those who traveled on the school bus to OMSI, slept on the floor of the museum, and those parents who stayed up late helping their students to complete a project for the science fair the next day. Thank you, Nicole. Of course, I've had the opportunity to work with some amazing teachers. A special thanks to Shannon McDonald, Stacy Wright, and Sarah Woodwick. One of my favorite memories is walking with Stacy and Sarah shoulder to shoulder down the hallway of Shasta Elementary wearing our We Love 3rd Grade t-shirts. We were a force to be reckoned with. Thank you, ladies. I'm very grateful to my family. It's never easy to have a parent who is a teacher. They can attest to evenings of helping me correct papers, plan projects, or make sacrifices for people that they never even met. I expect that there's probably about over 800 checkerboards throughout the district, sanded and painted by students, but originally cut by my husband. So thank you, Glenn. For the past 3 years, I've been inspired to work with new teachers. I am always just amazed at their dedication and their hard work. Thanks to Dr. Ellison, to my wonderful mentor colleagues, and to the administration that supports new teachers through a robust mentoring program. Thank you, Mr. Szymoniak. So right now, I would just like everyone to pause. If you would look to your left and look to your right and look in front of you and look behind you. You are in the company of extraordinary individuals, and I am so very grateful to work alongside you for Klamath County School District. Thank you.
Jeff Bullock accepts this award tonight on Stephanie's behalf. Thank you.
Katie Lim believes that wisdom comes from physical activity, and classes such as PE and weightlifting are safe places for students to experience and gain knowledge that will help them throughout their lives. Lim is a 2009 Klamath Union graduate, and she teaches health, sports medicine, and weightlifting at Lost River. A college-level track and field athlete, she competed in the heptathlon at Oregon Tech and University of Nevada, Reno. Lim earned her degree in exercise physiology with a goal of becoming a strength and conditioning coach for a university. After graduation, she returned to her hometown and began substitute teaching. A year later, in 2014, she accepted a full-time health and PE job at Mazama High School, and now has taught at Lost River for the past 5 years.
Back down to the starting position, and then you'll do your hang clean.
Lost River Principal Angela Wallen nominated Lim for the Crystal Apple for her dedication, knowledge, and ability to inspire and engage students. She says that Katie is an excellent teacher. She continuously strives to grow in her practice to better serve students, bringing technology into her PE and health classes in a manner that motivates students and enhances their learning. Katie individually adapts a student's weight program based on their needs and goals. She is continuously encouraging students and motivating them to do their best, and students in her class feel safe to take risks and to grow. Lim is credited with applying for and receiving more than $13,000 in grants to renovate Lost River's weight room and creating a program that benefits the personal strength and health of all students. Lim said she strives to be a good role model for her students and for her own kids. She says, "I am a firm believer that the best example of leadership is leadership by example. I find great motivation in pushing myself to excel in every aspect of my life." Will you please give a round of applause for Katie Lim?
Thank you very much for this award. My whole life I knew that I wanted to be a coach, so I thought teaching would be the best job to be a coach. So that's how it all started. And then I started to learn along the way that teaching is coaching, and I was in the weight room and the gym all the time, and then as the years progressed, I got more and more in the classroom, even though I'm still in the weight room. But anyways, so I started teaching more academic classes, and I really fell in love with teaching and helping the kids. And I'm convinced that I've got some of the best kids. I know everyone says that, but I definitely have some of the best kids. When I found out I got the Crystal Apple, Miss Wallen made an announcement to all the kids, and so then today they were all congratulating me and saying good luck and all that stuff, and I made a joke that I was going to take a selfie on stage, to which I got, "You won't, so I have to now. So you have to be in my selfie." Ready? Thank you so much.
The Henley High School Flute Trio consists of senior Tamsin Ferris and sophomores Aria Buck and Miranda Vincent. They are headed to Mount Hood Community College this Friday to represent Southern Oregon for the state chamber contest in the small woodwind ensemble category. Their song consists of 3 short movements: a muster of peacocks, a parliament of owls, and a paddling of ducks. Please hold your applause until after the 3rd movement.
Henley Middle School math teacher Shelby Palmer was nominated for the Crystal Apple Award by her students, who describe her as a great math teacher who is encouraging and caring. Among their comments are, quote, "When I have a bad day, she helps me cheer up. She helps us succeed in all our classes. And when I'm feeling down, she's always there for me." When graduating high school from a small town in West Texas, Palmer earned her degree in business and accounting from McMurray University. Later, she earned her teaching certificate and never looked back. Her first job was teaching English at a middle school in Texas in 2013. She and her husband moved to Klamath Falls in 2015, and she taught math at Henley Middle School. After 3 years, she spent a year in administration at Eagle Ridge and teaching for a few years in Texas and Colorado before returning to Henley 2 years ago. In addition to teaching math, she helps students with life skills and organization in her advisory class and coaches 7th grade basketball. A high school and college athlete herself, she loves coaching and fitness. Henley Middle School Principal Christine Creed said Palmer is determined to make a positive difference for students. She consistently demonstrates caring and compassion for each and every one of her students, making a point to build relationships with them and enhance their learning experience. Shelby Palmer says, "Teaching is such a hard job and we often neglect ourselves. For me, self-care is what helps me bring my best self to school. I have a passion for it. I care very much about doing a good job and making sure my students are learning and enjoying being in class." Please give a huge applause to Shelby Palmer.
Good evening, everyone. First, I want to express my deepest gratitude for this incredible honor. It is truly humbling to be recognized amongst such dedicated educators. I want to take a moment to thank the students who nominated me for this award. Your appreciation and support mean the world to me. Teaching is a journey we embark on together, and your enthusiasm and hard work inspire me every day. I also want to extend my heartfelt thanks to the parents who have entrusted their children to my care. Your partnership and encouragement have made all the difference in creating a positive learning environment. I am incredibly fortunate to work alongside amazing administrators like Mrs. Creed and Mr. Kappas. Your leadership and guidance have been invaluable, and I am grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow under your mentorship. And last but not certainly not least, I want to recognize Mr. Henry, our dedicated volunteer aide. Mr. Henry has been a pillar of support both in the classroom and beyond. He has been at Henley Middle School for 12 years and by my side for 5 of those years. His commitment to our school community is truly commendable, and I am honored to have him as a colleague and a friend. Receiving this award is a testament to the hard work and dedication of everyone in the room. It is a reminder of the incredible impact we can have when we come together in pursuit of excellence. Thank you once again for this honor. I am deeply grateful and look forward to continuing this journey with all of you.
Whether he's changing oil, fixing a radiator, or finds himself in the driver's seat, Klamath County School District mechanic Alan Pepper has the same goal. safety. Alan Pepper is one of 5 mechanics in the district who maintain more than 90 school buses, as well as vans and other district trucks and vehicles used to transport students and staff. The maintenance schedule is extensive, and the team works together to ensure all vehicles are safe for the road and passengers. Melinda Downing, Klamath County School District Transportation Supervisor, says, "If we get a phone call at any time that a bus is in need of a mechanic, Alan always answers yes, no matter the time of day. He also drives bus when the need arises, which is often." Colleagues say that Pepper's work ethic and rapport with students is what makes him stand out. After graduating from Bonanza Junior-Senior High, Pepper went to Klamath Community College on an Oregon Promise grant, graduating in 2018 with an associate's degree in diesel. He also earned his CDL certification. He went to work for Sunny D as a mechanic for 2.5 years before joining the school district's mechanic team in February 2020. Pepper's been working on cars since he was 10 years old. The first was a truck purchased for $100 that he and his father tuned up together. He has worked on vehicles ever since. He says, "I like working, and I like where I work. Every day I make sure the buses are safe for the kids, for our drivers, and even for the other people on the road. I strive to do the best I can." Will you please welcome to the stage, Alan Pepper.
Hi everyone, my name's Alan. I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone that nominated me. I'd like to say I really love what I do. I love who I work with. I'm just glad that everyone can put up with me there at work, especially the other 4 mechanics. They have taken me underneath their wing and taught me a lot of stuff. And I appreciate everyone else that I work with in the building, and office ladies, Melinda, Sean Snoozy, which was prior my supervisor. I got something really cool from Bonanza. My old English teacher, Miss Heydrich, she gathered a bunch of kids that sent a bunch of placards to me. There was just a bunch of like inspirational sayings, and that they're proud of me, and I'd like to say a big thank you to them out there. And I really do take care of my Bonanza drivers. Mike Hubbard has drove me since I was in kindergarten, so he has been around a long time. So I just want to say thank you, everyone, and I appreciate this award, and I will cherish it. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming out tonight to support our wonderful educators. And winners, congratulations on being exceptional examples of what can happen in the classroom across all ages and situations. Henley High School's Advanced Chorale is joined by percussionists Josh Weaver and Xander Clements. This choir has recently won the Southern Oregon 4A choir contest and is headed to state choir championships in a week or 2. Congratulations, we are very proud of you. Please welcome them to the stage as the final musical guests of the evening in celebration of the exceptional classified and certified staff of Klamath County School District.
Almighty God, please hear our prayer. Let there be peace in Sudan.
Be merciful unto your children.
Let there be peace in the Middle East.
Be merciful unto your children.
Let there be peace in the Americas.
Be merciful unto your children.
Let there be peace throughout the world.
For the sake of our children.